Every time we eat, we make a decision. A decision does not just affect our health, but also our environment. Hello everyone, my name is Fajar Indra Prasetyo and I am from Christian University of Pirawacana, Sumba. Today I'm going to talk about climate change. Well, the food on our plate today might seem small, but behind it is a massive system that clears forests, burns fuel, and generates a lot of waste. Agriculture today is one of the largest contributors to greenhouse gas emissions, responsible for nearly one-third of world's total. And yet, the food is really part of the conversation when we talk about the climate change. The silence has consequences, because while food is a big part of the problem, it's also one of the simplest ways to start fixing it. We all eat, and that means all of us have a role. What we choose to eat, how much we waste, where our food comes from, these choices are matter more than we think. In the next few minutes, I'll show you how something as ordinary as a meal can become a quiet but powerful act of climate action. So let's take a closer look at how our food is connected to the climate. To grow food on a large scale, we have to clear forests, and to speed up the growth process, we rely on fertilizer and chemicals, which release greenhouse gas into the atmosphere. On the other hand, raising livestock, especially cows, produce methane, a gas that traps heat more effectively than carbon dioxide. Then there's a transportation. Many foods travel thousands of kilometers just to reach our supermarket. And when they arrive, they often wrap in layers of plastic that end up in the landfill. But it doesn't just stop there. About a third of the food we produce never even get eaten. It's wasted and thrown away while billions of us still go hungry. And all of this adds up, from farm to table to trash. All the way we manage food is putting the pressure on the planet. And if we want to slow the climate change, this is one of the clearest places to start. Unlike many climate problems, food is something we can deal every day. We can't control power plants nor shutting down the factories, but we can control what we eat, what we buy, and what we waste. That matter more than we think. Choosing foods that grow nearby helps reduce fuel that used for transportation. Picking up fruits and vegetables that are in season support more natural and less energy-intensive farming. Even cutting back on the red meat now and then can make a real difference. Beef production consumes a huge amount of land, water, and feed, and yet it generates more climate warming gas more than any type of other food. And when it comes to waste, small habits goes a long way. Planning meals, using leftovers, storing food properly so it lasts longer. These aren't dramatic action. They are realistic. We don't need to do everything, but we need to start doing something. And food is one of the clearest places to begin with. At first, this change might not seem like much. Skipping meat once a week, finishing leftover, buying local produce, this feels so small, even almost too small to matter. But change doesn't begin with big gestures. It begins with habit. Habit that we repeat, that people notice, that slowly shift what we feel normal. Because food is part of the daily life. The way we handle it often gets noticed by a friend sees you wasting less, a classmate watch you bring your own lunch. You're not just trying to set an example, but you end up setting one anyway. That's how progress happens, not by forcing the change, but by making better choices that feels like normal. Climate change often feels so overwhelming, full of systems we cannot control, decisions made far above us, but all of the decisions all of the solutions are distant. Some begin with choices we make in our own routines. Food is one of them. You don't need to change everything. You don't need to do all at once, but you need to do something real. What you eat, what you waste, what you support with your money and attention, these aren't side issues. They are central on how we deal with climate crisis. not just one, not just convenience, but as part of we will. Because planet doesn't respond to intention, it responds to action. Something sometimes that action looks as simple as one on your plate.